you hear me, internet people? Can you hear me and my rugby ball? Man, there's some nice people on there. They let me know they couldn't hear me before. Whew. Golly gee, I hate when technology doesn't work. All right, well, it's time for the spotted cow. Only in Wisconsin, baby. Having a nice brewski. Ooh, that's cold. Talkin Rugby on Monday nights, brought to you by Badger Kings Rugby Company and New Glarus Spotted Cow. Oh, that's good. That's really, really good. All right, so me here playing with my rugby ball. I think I'm just going to repeat what I said already, but I guess they told me they couldn't hear me, so we try it again. I had this problem happen last week as well, where I'd go live, volume wouldn't work, and then I'd like exit out and I'd come back in, and then the volume would work. So I guess we're going to find out. I hope this is working. If you can't hear me, let me know, people. So Montevideo Sevens, the USA Eagles men's champs. Fantastic. So hyped about it. Got to watch almost the entire tournament this weekend. The USA men were absolutely phenomenal. I believe I watched every single men's game of the entire competition, and I got to watch, I would say, over 3/4 of the women's games as well. The USA Eagles men, absolutely fantastic. They beat Germany in the final, and this German team is good. Germany is not normally thought of as a rugby country, but I'm telling you what, like Germany, they are so good. They do little fundamental things. They do fundamental rugby so well. I was blown away by how well the Germans played all weekend. Like I'd seen the USA, we lost to them in Nairobi a few weeks back, and I was like, "Oh, what the heck? How do we lose to Germany? That doesn't happen." Like they're like, "No, the German men's sevens rugby team is really legit. They do all this, like all the simple things as a coach that I want my rugby team to do. They do it well." They make high percentage decisions. They play really good defense. They make their tackles. They make teams work really, 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 really hard to score against them. All right. Then on top of that, they have great set pieces and they do simple things really, really right. It's so fun to watch that German seven side. I was shocked the USA beat them the way they did. Final was 29-5. I thought that was going to be an absolute dogfight. It worked out really well that the two teams that were 4-0 ended up being the two teams that what's up? Do I know stray kids? I don't think so. I don't think I know any stray kids, but I've been accused. It's because I'm bald. They look at me weird. What does America have to be back in the? Oh, well, for the Robbie, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. First off, hold up. What's my wife calling me about? I'll call you back later. First off, they did qualify now for Hong Kong for like the last three. So it's Hong Kong and then a couple of things in Europe, I believe. Like to be honest, I think they should have never contracted the series the way they did. What's up, Sam Lau? Hey, what's up? What are we talking about? We're talking about rugby, man. No, I'm not gay. I got a wife and a kid, for goodness sakes. Thanks for asking, though. For the USA to get back to the top tier, one, World Rugby should have never, ever contracted the series. I gotta take this call. Oh, good gracious! I had to. My wife called. She's on her way. Had to take the call. You can't ignore the wife. That's how it goes. What the USA has to do, Robbie, I don't know if you're still here. What the USA has to do, first off, World Rugby needs to get its head out of its butt and not contract the series the way they did. On top of that, after that, the USA is qualified, so we need to finish. I'm trying to think what the promotion relegation is. Let me look that up actually, because there is a promotion relegation. So let me see. You've got the bottom four, and it's like bottom four of the top tier, and then the top four of us. So like us, Germany, and what's probably going to almost be Kenya and Uruguay. There's going to be some sort of a playoff thing, and I think it comes down to how we finish in these next three tournaments. So we got Sao Paulo next week, and then we go to the big show. So it's like Hong Kong, and then what are the two European ones? I don't have them off I don't have them off the top of my head right here. Let me see what we got. Fixtures. But no, we just got to win. I mean, that's it. I think the USA team, like what we saw out of them this weekend, like they're good. There's no excuse for us why we shouldn't be moving up. So championship series. Let's see. So we got Hong Kong Spain. It's a weird V1 in Spain. Valladolid and Bordeaux. Okay, yeah. It's Spain and then France right at the end. So we just gotta win. Like straight up, we just gotta win. I don't know what World Rugby was thinking about as far as changing the series the way they did. It just makes the tournament smaller. I like the promotion relegation part of it. But at the same time, like they're making their big tournaments, like the big ones at the whole first half of the main series, it makes it smaller and like it just makes it like a smaller pie for all as far as I'm concerned. I guess the promotion relegation part of it, like I think there's some advantage that at least they're leaving that carrot out there for teams so that teams can like punch up and like qualify for a new one, or like go up a notch and everything. Sorry, I'm getting text messages from my wife. She had a travel issue. She's coming home from her rugby tournament in Nashville, Tennessee. So got some weird things going on logistically on that side of things. But no, the USA men, they just gotta win. Honestly, if I cannot tell, like say this enough, if you are a rugby coach, player, whatever, watch the German men's sevens team. Like the USA beat them. We smacked them pretty good in that last game, but I'm telling you, that German men's team is really good. They're really good, and it's not because they're like a bunch of freak athletes or anything. It's because they are like they just do all the little stuff right. Like great defense, great high percentage decisions. Like they retain ball. They've got set pieces that they do like they do simple moves off of, and like they manufacture like scoring opportunities out of that. It's just they're so impressive to watch. The USA got really fortunate. I mean, honestly, we executed. We barely got by Belgium in that second to last game. The first, so it would have been the first game on Sunday, or sorry, on Saturday, because it was a no, it was Sunday. I'm getting my days mixed up here. We're on Monday, yesterday, so it's 3 games on Saturday, 2 games on Sunday, and the first game on Sunday. So we were 3-0. Germany is 3-0. And we just barely got by Belgium. We really did not look good in that first match. Belgium kind of dominated us for about the first 5 minutes of that game. They were up 5-0, and then we just get one score right before halftime. But it was centered, so we go into halftime with a 2-point lead, and then we kind of like we work them pretty well in the second half. But it comes down to execution. If the USA plays their best and executes, we're awesome. As far as big positives I saw from like a coaching perspective, the USA did a great job of picking their spots for when they looked to contest at breakdowns and stuff. I thought we generated a lot of turnovers over and over, a lot of counter ruck turnovers, not necessarily like holding on penalties and stuff. We generated a lot of turnovers at the breakdown from a counter ruck where a tackler would like step back, or like they'd release and then they just turn it right into a counter ruck. I was really impressed. I'm wondering, we got a chat going here. I think my screen's a little messed up here. I don't know. If you're here, say something in the chat because I don't see a chat feed on my end, but who knows what's going on. I'm new at this, is what it is. Other things from the USA, when we're good, we use our edges. We use our edges really well. Will Chevalier did a great job as a playmaker. I thought LeCamp, he's not a big dude, but he was one of the guys who did a phenomenal job of generating turnovers and like making those counter rucks happen. I was really impressed with those guys. David Sill the third out on the edges. He was a beast. I mean, he's a big physical dude. He moves well. Really impressed with what he did as well out there on the edges. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't got a chat on here. I don't know what's going on, but whatever. If you making useful chat, I really appreciate it. I don't know, I can't see it. Sorry. So next up for the USA men, they are in Sao Paulo next weekend, just this upcoming weekend. So it's bang bang. They're in South America 2 weekends in a row, and then they go to Hong Kong in mid-April. So that's like 4 weeks from this past weekend. So just under a month, USA will be at Hong Kong Sevens. Hong Kong Sevens, the biggest party. It's the original Sevens tournament. It's all the stuff they want to talk about with like it should be a festival atmosphere and all that stuff. It's all Hong Kong Sevens. Like that's going to be a huge one. If the USA does well at those last 3 tournaments, we're back on the big stage. Like, I don't know what else to say. I was wildly impressed with how we executed. I was also wildly impressed with the parity on the women's side of things there. The women's comp was no team went undefeated. Through 2 matches on Saturday, every team was 1-1. It was wild. It was absolutely wild. Like the amount of competitive parity there was just something to behold. Any of those 6 teams could beat any of the other 5 teams at any one point. It was absolutely fantastic. It was really good rugby. I do think there's a little bit more tier. So I would say like USA, um, USA, Germany, Kenya, and Uruguay. So those are the top 4 of the 6 of the men's teams. I think all 4 of those teams can definitely hang with 8 teams on the series. Like I really think they can. Are they going to beat the Blitzbox or Fiji or whatever every game? No, but they're like on a good day, absolutely. Like they're good enough. I think Belgium and Canada definitely a notch below. But those top 4 out of 6 teams and sevens too, like they belong in a bigger comp. I don't know why World Rugby did what they did with this. On the women's side, I would say that's a little more tiered. Like the tiering is a little further up. So I would say like that top 5 or 6 sevens teams on the women's side is definitely none of those teams I saw this weekend. Maybe that South Africa, not like it on a really good day. Like I think there was a lot of competitive parity. I think they were good enough where they could knock them off, but I don't. They're not even close to the level of the Black Ferns or the Aussie women or the USA women or something. I thought from my just like analysis of it as a rugby coach, like it was like a step down. But that said, like all 6 of those teams, you compare them to like the 7 and 8 team on the World Series level, it's not even close. Like I mean, it's like they're the same. Like I don't know why there would be an issue with it, or like what would like why these teams aren't competing against each other. I just don't understand it. Other things, college rugby, big one. Wisconsin Badgers men. I saw did really well. Won City Sevens, so they qualified for the CRCs in the Premier Division, and then beyond that, University of Iowa in the Division One men's. They also qualified at City Sevens. So big shout out. Know both of the coaches. Those are programs I've got friends with and everything. I'm gonna play around with this for just a second. If you're there, be patient with me because I don't know why my comments have disappeared. I took that call. I had to take a call. My wife is in an interest travel station. So no, we ain't stopping. We ain't stopping. Trying to get this thing right. Oh no, there ain't no chat. This is just a slightly different screen than I've ever seen here. So I'm curious what's going on. If you're making comments or chatting, I don't know why I can't see the chat. But I'm gonna chirp a little more rugby again. World Rugby, why on earth did you ever cut down that 7 series? It's stupid. These 8-team tournaments, they're not the same. Just watch Hong Kong. These last 3 of tournaments are going to be so much better than the first few. It's not even close. Like I don't even know what to say. I'm mad about it. I'm mad, but there's nobody for me to be mad at other than World Rugby as an entity. And I can shout my anger into the internet and write stuff about it. So I got a Substack coming out tomorrow, provided I can get through the final edit here this evening after I get off and the baby stays asleep. Then that kind of laying out why I think it's really, really stupid for World Rugby to have done what they did. But well, if I can't figure out how to do the chat, we might have to kill this thing early tonight. I'm gonna hate that. I'm gonna at least get through this one brewski. Other things. What else is going on in college rugby? You know, it's getting close to playoff time at the D1A level on the men's side. It's going to be an interesting one. Cal St. Mary's, I think they play this weekend. That is going to be a banger of a match. That's kind of always like those are the 2 best teams in California. Like both of those teams are pretty much national championship caliber every single year. Cal's ranked number 1. I want to say St. Mary's is like 3 or something right now. But look for whoever wins that match to probably be like the most likely team to win a national championship. Otherwise, I think you got Navy up there at like number 2. They did lose to Cal though, so that it's pretty clear. Like 1, 2. I would say Cal is the favorite in the St. Mary's thing, but that match is always a banger. Those are 2 rivals; they're always going to be right neck and neck with each other. And then I think Lindenwood's hanging at number 4. Like I think the fact that they beat Life is that's like a big step up for them. That's like getting over a hump for the Lindenwood Lions. I could see them that maybe this is their year. They make a final, something like that. But yeah, I wish I could respond to whatever. I feel like there's probably a chat going on there, but I can't do squat with it. I don't know why. I took a call from my wife who is having some weird travel complications. And when I came back, my screen is different. So I know I'm here. I know people are there, but I don't know what's going on. I see no chat. So I'm want to sit here and drink my beer and play with my rugby ball. Other things. I had 2 videos come up about referees recently. I ref a lot. Referee signals. It's really important. You see a lot of casual fans, a lot of parents, a lot of people who are new. The ref blows their whistle, and everyone just like looks at them and they're like, "What is the huh?" Learn the referee signals. If you're new to rugby, like learn the referee signals, like primaries. First and foremost, primary penalty, free kick. All right, knock on. All right, scrum to this team. All right, line out to this team, whatever, pointing to the team. Learn those primary signals. Once you got the primary signals down, start learning secondary. So not rolling away, in at the side, holding on, hands in the ruck. All right, offsides. Like knowing all of those primary and secondary signals is going to make you a more educated fan, coach, player, all the above. And that speaks to go take the referee course. Like take the referee course. You will become a better player as a result. You'll have a new healthy respect for what the referee does. It's a very difficult role. I've had a lot of good chat lately about like, oh, what is, people abuse refs? Yes, people abuse refs. And I will be honest, there are refs who have to ref matches that is maybe above their level, especially at the club level. But you know what? They're who's available, and that's because we don't have enough referees. So we need to have more referees, and if we have more referees, there'll be more quality referees, and then there'll be more quality referees for those mid-tier, lower top tier. You'll get better referees at every single level if we simply have more referees. If you're a referee, challenge yourself, like study game film, do what you can do to make yourself better as a referee. Improve your positioning. It's one thing I found I really struggle with because refereeing is kind of like my third rugby role. First and foremost, it's it's coach, and then it's play, and then it's referee. Right now, it's kind of play, then coach, then referee. But I've got multiple hats I wear as a player and a coach. And so then I wasn't self-critical enough. I didn't put myself in enough good positions as a referee. And I found myself, if I was reffing a really good match, all of a sudden maybe I'd miss a little something because my body positioning and where I was in relation to the breakdown or all the other things going on in the field, it just wasn't as good as it could be. So whatever you're doing, definitely got to be self-critical. Try and make yourself better. Watch film. Watch film. You'll get better. Yeah, I don't know if you're putting stuff in the chat. I love it and I appreciate it, but I can't see it. I can't see it because I had to take a call from my wife, and then it like reconnected me and like my chat's gone. So Robbie Asplund, I really appreciate you asking the question, my guy. But man, I love Spotted Cow. This stuff's so good. This is the nectar of Wisconsin. It's the best, better than all the rest. It's only in Wisconsin. I can't say enough good things about it. It's just fantastic. It's so good. Oh, so good. So good. So good. So good. I wish I could answer questions. We've had a lot of good chatting, like things in the chat lately, and it gives me like a little back and forth. But I don't know what this is going on. I keep trying to play with it and see if I can get my chat to come back up, but I don't seem to see anything. So this might be my worst Monday night talking rugby ever. But if you're there, thanks for being here. Technology and the travel system. My wife's coming back from Nashville, so she was playing brag for a moment. Wife was playing in Nashville. She's BA as heck. We've got a young daughter. Wife getting out there playing with a random team of friends and stuff. Traveling from Nashville, comes back, car in the shop. Car was not fixed as it was supposed to be. So naughty shop. No, naughty. Again, I can't read the chat right now. I have no idea why. I wish I knew, and I wish I could interact with you people, because this is like the most fun part about this is reading what's going on in the chat and chirping back at you. But for some reason, I took that call. The chat ain't working. All right. Well, I got to get out of here, I guess. We can't have this interaction. I mean, I could keep talking, but let's do one thing. I'm going to make one educational moment. So who knows? Out in the ether. Maybe you don't need to see this at all. Let's go back to 15s and the Six Nations. So we saw we'll leave sevens up there because, sevens. We got sevens next weekend. We got MLR. Oh, that's what I failed to mention. MLR kickoff next weekend. First game, the 28th. I'm going to be playing in Northeast Iowa in a tens tournament with the Bremer County Bucks. Super excited about. But we have the MLR opener. I believe it's the Hounds versus Anthem. I think it's Hounds versus Anthem, or is it no Anthem Legion? Anthem Legion, I think, is the opener. Super jacked about it. Super jacked. But let's go back to Six Nations. So what we saw repeatedly was the French attacking like these wide channels. Let's say, oh no, that's too light of a marker. Give me a dark one. Give me a nice dark marker. Nah, not quite. Not quite. We can do better. We can always do better. Yeah, this one. This is the good one. This is the good one. All right, so let's say this is a sideline. Let's say this is a 5-meter channel. Say this is like the 15. You saw France do an incredible job of like attacking like around this 15 to 5-meter channel. And what they would do is they'd use these multiple options and then they'd play a man out the back off the option. So usually you had a ruck, like let's say we have a ruck way over here. The balls come to here. This guy has all of these different options. What they would usually, sometimes he'd have 4 or 5 options, like right here. These are all potential people he could pass to. But then that second pass would go wide to like the second to the last off of that edge. And then they just run this little blockers line. And sometimes this would be like the fly half looping around the back. Sometimes it would be a center looping around the back. So like this would be the fly half, and then they'd hit like their outside center, or they'd hit a forward or something here. And then you'd have like the inside center looping around, or you'd have the 15 turning up in this outside channel, or sometimes you'd have someone else at first receiver at like with ball in hand here, and you'd have the 10 coming out here. This little blockers line, everybody knows it. All right, here it is. All right, this player goes under, ball's right here. This player goes under, this player goes over. Usually, most of the time, we see this pass go out the back right here. There's like 100 different varieties of that thing. Don't get stuck on that has to be a backline play, and it's got to be the fly half and the 13 crashing and the 12 out the back, and you've always got to hit the guy out the back. Way too often, you see it telegraphed, and as soon as they know that it's going to this out the back guy, that's exactly where the defense can release and push, and now all of a sudden we're making a mess of that. Now all of a sudden they're making a double tackle. So one, you can do these little blockers lines all over the field. Two, you've got to like this unders line here. This has to be an option. Like we have to be willing to check down and make this pass to this unders line. Otherwise, eventually, before very long, if every single time it's going to go out the back, it's going to go out the back, and we're never going to actually give this crash line as a real option. Now all of a sudden, all right, you're just going to let the defense push up. And this is going to be a mess. And this guy's going to run out of, he's going to end up, so now he's way here. This guy's going to end up with the ball like right here, and he's going to be super isolated. Okay, because they'll shoot through, they'll ignore this, and so they'll get way more vertical line speed, and you'll have 2 defenders right on him right back here, and this is like that's the one to target. So the flip side of this, defensively, you see your opponents, you know they use that blockers line all the time, like in a certain sort of way. If you know every time they run blockers, you know it's always hitting the man out the back. Blitz the man out the back. Like take the extra space. All right, just go get him, because that man taking it out the back, if you get enough vertical line speed at him, okay, he's going to be isolated. Usually what happens, if this is a real option or if they hit it every once in a while, you've got to sit. You got to wait until you see the ball actually definitely miss them before you can get really aggressive with your line speed. If you 100% know that it's going to go out the back every time, you be aggressive and you shoot it up, and all of a sudden, rather than this tackle being made up here, all right, because we had to chill on our vertical line speed, no, we know it's going there. We be super aggressive and we shoot, and he doesn't have any support, or his support's going to be a second or two late, and you're making a turnover way back here, way behind the gain line. So sorry I couldn't interact with the chat. Like I said, I had to take an important phone call from my wife who's traveling back from her own rugby tournament. And so as a result, the chat, when it cut me right back for some reason, the chat non-existent. So I don't know. Probably my biggest technology fail here on Monday Night Talkin Rugby. But if you're here, I know I got some likes. I've had people here the whole time. I really hope you've enjoyed this. If you've stayed and you haven't, there's probably got mad banter going in that chat that I haven't been able to interact with. That's okay. I'll just sit here and drink some beers. Again, shout out to Badger Kings Rugby. Shout out to Robbie Asplin, man. Thanks for that question. That was a really good question. The USA men, they just got to win. But World Rugby, like, what the frick are they doing with that? Like, it's the stupidest thing. Like, why would they, like, it was dumb. They're just like, they're going to save, like, they save like $100,000 and then they make like $500,000 less in net of gross revenue. It's just like, it's insane in my mind the way they did it. The positives I take from it is, okay, they've got promotion relegation with it. They do have parity between like men's and women's teams, like an equal number of things. But like, you're just talking about for those tournaments that only have 8 teams each, all you're talking, like, it's just like you're diluting the number of fans, because wherever those are, there's going to be a diaspora of like foreigners from all the countries that are playing in the tournament. Okay, now you don't have the Kenyans. All right, now you're missing another Pacific island. Okay, now you don't have the American, like, it's now you don't have the South Americans. Like, it just made no sense to me, and I'm pretty riled up about it, to be honest. But I got something coming out on the Substack in the morning, provided the baby stays asleep and I get through the last little bit of editing and cranking out the last few words. So appreciate y'all for being here. Sorry I had the technology fail and I couldn't see the chat after I took that call, but I had to take that call. Got to do right by the wife. Got to be a family man. You know how that goes. I think I got to stay on for a couple more minutes. We got to get this to a half hour at least. Okay. I can't see the chat because I took a call from my wife. I can't see the chat because I took a call from my wife. Oh, did I chase y'all off? I think I chased some people off with there. Had like 4 people on, and then I just started being random and making silly songs and stuff, and all of a sudden it went to 1. So 1 person, you there, I appreciate you. I love talking rugby. Rugby's the best. We'll be here every Monday night, 8 p.m., doing what we do, tossing a rugby ball, talking rugby. All right. Eagles, men's Eagles, Sao Paulo this weekend. I'll probably try and go live on Sunday. I'll probably also try and do a little breakdown of that first MLR game. I am super jacked about the first MLR game. Like, let's go. MLR season. Speaking of contraction, we got smaller as a league. We got smaller, but the positives, I think it does make the broadcast situation better. The games don't overlap. You'll go like game on Saturday, game on Saturday, game on Sunday. I think that's how MLR has tried to spin it, and I think I'm buying it. I think that's actually a good thing. And also I think they're on ESPN or like ESPN Plus or something. I think maybe they're on one of the ESPN networks, probably the Ocho. But I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. I am jacked for the MLR season to start. That's for dang sure. So to all you people out there in rugby land, get this in the hands of more children. Please, the next generation of rugby players, we owe it to them. We owe it to them to give them a ball and to help them get the best players playing together soon. Get them as many games as you can. As many games as you can. All right. And then get out there and support your local team. Be that club, be that high school, whatever it is, the MLR, like, buy some MLR merch. Like, watch those MLR games. It's going to be a big deal to make sure that there's enough viewers. The better the viewer numbers are for those MLR games, that's king. Like, the individual teams, they got to sell tickets, and that helps them out individually with their viability financially. But as far as the media product that is MLR, making sure that we have as many people as possible actually watching the broadcast of those MLR games, that's going to be a big one. That's going to be a really big one. So we're almost to 30 minutes. I'm going to get to 30 minutes again for the manyth time. The chat died. It disappeared. I had to take a call from my wife who is traveling back from her own rugby, and I had to go, and then I came back and the chat was gone. So I'm sure I've gotten some silly banter in the chat, but I don't know. I can't see it. It bums me out. I love the banter in the chat, but I can't see it because I was being a good husband. That's all right. Some things happen. You live, you learn. Sometimes you lay an egg, And, I think here with this one, we laid an egg. We came on, the audio didn't work. I came on again. My wife called me twice, so I gotta answer. I gotta answer. When she calls twice in rapid succession, you gotta see what's up. And so it goes, but appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, be kind to your rugby. Give this thing to more children. Give this thing to more children. Go take the ref course too. Come on, take the ref course. It's not that hard, but it's a hard job. It's not that hard to referee, but if you criticize a referee and you don't take the ref course, naughty, naughty. Come on, do it. Take the ref course and then try and do it. Even if it's like a JV high school match, like ref a game, and then maybe you'll think 2 or 3 times before you start talking about how bad that ref sucked. Because that ref, it's a tough job. In 15s, 30 people on the field, one person in the middle. In 7s, 14 people, one person in the middle. Like, come on. And again, hey, if you just joined, I can't see the chat. I don't know why. I do know, well, I don't know why specifically, but it's because I took a call from my wife because she's traveling and something. She called twice, so like I gotta answer. And then when it ported me back to the live, it was like the chat is gone. There's no chat. I can't see any comments. It's a bummer. I love interacting with the chat. The chat is so fun. The chat is great. And I'm just up here in the guest room ranting at this screen on the internet about this ball. This is a good ball. This is my ball. I love my ball. If I could see the chat, I'm sure there'd be some silly things being said about me and my ball. My precious rugby ball. I love my precious rugby ball. If you think this is silly and you don't know who I am, like and subscribe and stuff, because this is my precious, and I'm going to keep doing things about my precious. This little rugby ball. This little rugby ball is my precious. Oh man, the internet's a wild place. It's a wild. Now I got more people coming. I'm trying to get out of here, and I got more people showing up at this. I can't see the chat. I don't know if you're making fun of me in the chat. Like I can't see it because I can't see it because I don't know how technology works because I'm a new content creator and I can't figure out how my technology works. I'm special in all the wrong ways. There's still 4 people here though, so like I don't know. I can chuck my ball and whatever. Oh, if you're still here and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? This crazy guy who can't even see the chat. Like he's ranting at the thing about the thing and like his precious, his little precious. Oh man. I'm guarantee at least one of you are somebody I know, and you think you are laughing at me right now. You think this is fun. You know what? This is fun. It's ridiculous, but it's fun. Broadcasting yourself on the internet is ridiculous and it's kind of stupid, but sometimes it's kind of fun. And I don't know. I just wish I could see the chat though. Like the chat's where it's at, man. We get so much banter going on in that thing. I still got a few more sips left of this thing. I can't believe I have not scared you 4 people off yet. Like I said, I was there's one. We're down to 3. Playing with my rugby ball up in the guest room. Playing with my rugby ball. Something, zoom, boom. Bring the boom. I don't know. I'm not much of a boom bringer. I'm more of like a dynamic guy, like move the ball around, yell at people, move pieces around the chessboard of the rugby field. Not much of a boom guy. I don't know. I can boom sometimes in a big game when need be. I'm fucking 41. Like I don't know. We don't want to get out of hand there. We don't want to break the shoulder again or any of the other various things. All right. I gotta go. It's been too long. I think you 3 people, you're so nice and dedicated. I wish I could interact with you in the chat. My ball, my precious ball, my precious. All right. Got to smash this beer. Smash a beer. My boy AK. Shout out to Badger Kings Rugby. Robbie Asplund, if you're still here, thanks for asking that. That was a good question. That was like the one good question I got out of the chat. American Rugby. We can do it. If you're in Wisconsin, you know what this is. This is the good stuff. This is the good stuff. All right. Have a lovely night. Appreciate you. Love you. Go American Rugby. We can do it. Yeah, now even canceling the thing. Now even canceling this thing's gonna be weird. Like it's how do I make it stop? Precious, how do I make it stop? And go back. Oh, I think it's gonna do it. I miss you people. Go Rugby.